Hello, fire signs, welcome to the channel. My name is Lydia and today I'm doing your astrology and your tarot forecast for this week. And what a week it's going to be. We have a lot of planetary movements happening and I'm super excited to see how your tarot is going to shape up around them. But first, I just want to thank everybody who has so far participated in the poll. Yeah, I finally did the poll, guys. I posted it last night. I've had a couple of you respond already, which is wonderful. Thank you very much. Just a quick question about how you guys are finding the new format. Are you loving it? Are you hating it? Are you not bothered either way? Let me know about it, because I want to build a channel that is based on the feedback of the viewers and what it is that you want to see and what it is you're finding most helpful. And I'm super glad that those of you who have voted have found the astrology content really helpful as well. I've really enjoyed being able to deliver the extra bit of knowledge and the extra messages with all of you guys. It's so interesting to see how the tarot really does affect the astrology. It's something that I've always done a little bit in private practice with people, but not too often, and it's great to have adjusted it and deliver it for the channel. So thank you so much for all your love and support, and thank you for your likes and all your comments and your subscribes. I have been a little bit behind on answering comments this week. It has been crazy. As you might have seen from my post, it is now spring break in the UK, which is called Easter, a half term here. It's not quite a sexy name, no, but it does mean that I've got a house full of people for 2 weeks, which makes recording a little bit difficult. So I've had to move some stuff around here and there, but don't worry about it. Everyone's going to get their reading out pretty much on time. I posted the new schedule for this week and possibly next week. Next week's a bit up in the air. You will definitely have your readings, but the days are still going to be confirmed, but I will let you know of any changes. Just assume we're going to be back to normal next week until then. But for now, there will be 2 readings per day for 2 elements. The all signs readings will be the same, and we're going to have a special Easter surprise on Friday. Good Friday, yeah. So make sure that you are subscribed and your notification bell is on so you don't miss it. Anyway, back to the tarot, back to the astrology, back to all the important stuff. Now, for those of you who are not interested in astrology and you just want your reading, timestamp below, you can just jump straight there and I will see you over there for your messages. For those of you who are interested in the astrology, we have a pretty amazing week lined up. We have the lunar eclipse in Virgo coming up on the 3rd, guys. Yeah, I know. What does that mean? Well, it means that we are drawing a close to a cycle. Cycles associated with analytical, detailed, complicated situations in your lives. Virgo likes to sort things out. Virgo likes to refine. Virgo likes to know what's happening. Virgo likes a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C if necessary, just in case things go wrong. And that's what the lunar eclipse is going to be asking you to do, yes. But it's for your emotional well-being, your emotional processing, fire signs. So this might feel like a bit of a heavy day, a bit of an uncomfortable evening for you, because fire signs are very extroverted. You don't really like to stop and think. You just go, go, go. Let's get on it. Let's get out there. Let's achieve. Let's initiate. And we love that about you, fire signs. But the Virgo lunar eclipse energy is going to be a little bit slower and ask you to reflect. What is working versus what isn't working? Is there something that needs fixing? Are you going to fix it? Is there part of yourself that you need to heal? Are you going to heal it? It's those sorts of questions around the lunar eclipse energy. But it's all for the greater good, as everything always is, fire signs. It's to just clear away any negative energy or anything that you think is holding you back, or really sit and analyze what is working in your life and getting rid of the things that are not. It's just a bit of a baggage clearance kind of stopgap before we go full throttle into April, where the energies are going to really start speeding up. because on the 2nd of April, Mars, the ruler of Aries, so this is going to particularly affect fire signs, is entering Pisces. We're having a bit of a switcheroo of these energies. It was all about Pisces last season and what was going on with Saturn and Mars and Neptune and all that drama. Now we've got Mars in Pisces. So Mars is giving you that drive, and Pisces is more intuitive and dreamlike. So you might want to take some action on your dreams. You might also start having very vivid dreams, very colourful dreams. You might be called to work your way through situations and circumstances based on how you feel, rather than just pure action and logic and what makes sense. But be careful, Pisces can also bring a little bit of confusion to the energy. Pisces is also about illusions and things like that. So try to be steady, try not to drive in too fast, particularly if you are feeling confused about something. If you have time to stop and really sit and figure it out, do take that extra time. So you might have to slow yourself a little bit, fire signs. But overall, there is an opportunity here to make dreams come true. So use that energy if there's anything you've been wishing to do, wanting to do, anything important that you are hoping, praying goes well for you, then that is going to be the day to go do it. Because we've also got on the 5th of April, the Sun is going to be trining Jupiter. Now, this is a very supportive energy to you, fire signs, because it's going to bring passion, it's going to bring clarity, it's going to bring good luck, it's going to bring good fortune, it's going to bring spiritual openness. It's a whole Pandora's box, guys, of great energy. Things are going to start opening up for you. Opportunities may start knocking at your door, fire signs. Things are going to feel a little bit easier and much more fluid and a bit more easygoing. So rougher energies will start pacing out as we enter mid-April. And of course, I couldn't go without mentioning Venus entering Aries on the 6th of April. That's going to be a very interesting time, particularly for Aries, because that's the planet of love. Also the planet of money and balances. Remember that Venus is the ruler of Libra, and Libra likes things even Stevens, okay? So if anything is happening to you that you feel is unfair, it will start stabling out around that time. If there's someone treating you unfairly, or you are giving too much, or someone's not giving enough to you, you'll start seeing that balance out a little bit as well. You might also see new love coming in, new romantic connections, all that jazz. And remember, love comes in many forms. It could be friendship, it could be family. Love is coming your way, fire signs. It's going to be a really exciting week for you. Now, what does this mean for our house activations? We'll start with Aries. We've already discussed there's a lot happening in your energy at the moment, but overall you are going to be feeling this in your 6th house of work, routines, and daily habits. So you are really focusing on the day-to-day over the next week, or at least that's where your energy is going to be pulled to. What's working at home? What's not working at home? How do you feel about your routine? Is there more you could be doing? Is there less you could be doing? Do you need more rest? Do you need to take more action? Are you working on your dreams? Are you working hard or hardly working, Aries? These are all going to be the questions that you ask yourself, or maybe other people are going to be asking you as well. So watch yourself if you're taking a little bit of extra time off, a little extra lunch break. You deserve it, Aries, you do. And be a bit discreet about that. Okay, there's going to be a highlight on what it is you're doing. Other people might be very interested in what you're doing, so it's great if you want to share what it is that you're getting on with your day with certain people, but it's also going to bring along some energies that might just be being a little bit nosy, Aries. So, you know, keep yourself to yourself unless you want the world knowing what it is that you're up to, because all eyes are going to be on you, Aries. Also, you might be wanting to bring changes into your routine yourself, your personal routine, or a routine you've got going on with other people. It works both ways, Aries, and other people's routines might be changing up on you, which makes you have to adjust to yours. It goes round and round, Aries. We're all here knocking about energies, so of course other people's energies will influence yours, who you're close to, and vice versa as well. The people who you come in daily contact with during those routines while you're going about your day doing whatever it is that you do. Also, with Saturn conjuncting with your sign at the moment, he's going to be asking you some questions of what do you want to keep? particularly? Is there anything you're particularly fond of you want to keep in your life? Well, maybe you need to put some more effort into that, or more time into that, or more attention into that. So if you've had a hobby and maybe it's been going by the wayside because you've been focusing on other projects, you might find some time to bring that back in. Saturn is asking you what's important to you, and also where can you lay down boundaries so you can keep hold of those things in your life that you want to do. I mean, you might have people asking you to run all sorts of errands, and it's cutting into your, I don't know, oil painting time, which you've been putting off for other people. It's bringing in that balance, which is also supported by that lunar eclipse energy in Virgo, which is asking you to really check what's working for you and what isn't. Okay, it's time to go back to the drawing board, Aries, and this is the best time of year to do that. Aries season, it's your season, but also it's an initiatory season. It's the beginning of the zodiac new year. It's the beginning of the new. It's the starter's pistol to the rest of your 2026 into early 2027. How do you want your year to unfold? Start prioritizing aspects of your life via your routines, because where you focus your attention, Aries, is what flourishes. So if you're going to focus all your attention on something negative, a negative result will flourish. If you're going to focus on something positive, then the same applies. We're all manifestors here, Aries. You're not at the mercy of the planets, but the planets are certainly here to help you or hinder you, depending on your perspective on such things. So have a look at your day-to-day. Is there anywhere you're wasting time? Is there anywhere you could be applying your time better? Could you be more efficient? Maybe you need rest. Remember, rest is key to long-term goal achievements, Aries. Sometimes you fire signs forget that because you just want to keep your nose to the grindstone constantly. No, you need to sit back and chill, particularly around that Pisces energy that's coming in as your ruler enters in the next couple of days. So, take a while just to sit and focus on your dreams, your long-term vision. What is it that you want to do? Sprinkle a little bit of that into your daily routine as well, Aries. It's really important that you prioritize yourself as well as all of your other responsibilities. For Leo, the next week is going to really highlight your second house of self-worth and money. And it comes at a very interesting time, actually, Leo, as your ruler, the sun, is conjuncting Jupiter this week. Jupiter's the bringer of good fortune. Jupiter is the guru in Vedic astrology. So not only is he good fortune, he's also spirituality, which lines up really well with that second house energy for you, which talks about your actual external worth and your internal worth as well. And how is that matching up? We all need money to survive, Leo, and it's something in like the spiritual communities that you're only you shouldn't make any money doing your craft. So if you're spiritual, then you should be poor and struggling. And that's not the case. You need money to live, to survive, to have abundance, to take care of yourself, because your body is also part of your spiritual being there, Leo. So this is not just about finances, but it's also your self-worth and your, confidence health check. So how do you feel about yourself? Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with what you've achieved? Are you happy with how you look? Are you happy with the connections in your life? Are you happy with the way you're conducting your behaviors? You might feel a little bit self-conscious this week, which we don't want to do that, Leo. Harness that positive sun energy and actually look on the bright side, all the things you have achieved, all the things that you have done well for yourself, where you've put yourself first, where you've valued yourself, where you've stood up for yourself, where you're proud of yourself. It's a double-edged sword, Leo, so make sure that you stay on the positivity side of this energy, because you will see a boost in your personal good fortunes and also maybe see a little bit of money coming in as well. Venus is also going to influence that energy for you, so you might see a little uptick in your personal connections. You're going to be coming across very, very well this week. Your charismatic side and energy is really going to shine. So if you have any networking opportunities, or you're meeting new people, or you have plans or going to new places, expect some sparks to fly in a positive way though, Leo. In a very positive way indeed. Venus is giving you a little bit of extra support, a little bit more magnetism. So really use and harness harness those energies. If you are having to connect with other people this week, lean into it, Leo. Relax and enjoy yourself. As for your relationship with self, we have the Virgo lunar eclipse. Now, lunar eclipses are about completions, and with it being the moon, it is all linked into your emotions. So how are you feeling about yourself? How are you feeling about the people that you're connected to as well? Are there any situations that are closing off for you this week? You might see those finalized around that full moon, so around that lunar eclipse energy. Also, any of you that might be manifesting people, just be mindful that when you manifest on an eclipse energy, if you're calling someone in, it normally take someone out. It's the same with anything else you might be manifesting on around an eclipse moon. So usually life will make space. The eclipse will make space for the new thing you're manifesting to come in. So just be mindful around your personal manifestations. And if you are manifesting for something to leave, then great. It means something's coming in to take its place. There's going to be bigger, better for you. For Sagittarius, there's going to be an emphasis here on your 10th house of career and life direction. Now, this is a very personable week for fire signs because we have a lot of Venus activity. And we have the Sun conjuncting Jupiter. That is Sun ruled by Leo and Jupiter, your ruler there, Sagittarius, conjuncting each other. It is going to be a banger for you guys. You are going to be in the spotlight quite literally here. The Sun brings clarity, it also highlights. Jupiter is in his element in this position, so you might be feeling extra lucky. You might be also going a little bit deep spiritually on how you connect with the work that you do. So don't think this will just manifest in your career, Saggy. No. If you have any passion projects, if you have any hobbies, there's going to be more attention drawn to that for you this week, and your name may become known. You might get famous this week, Saggy. Who knows? You'll also see a lot of people coming in to help you on anything that you might be working on there, Sag. But when that happens with big energy like this, with the Sun and Jupiter, it might also draw in some people that may not be so helpful. So try and avoid any conflicting conversations, difficult conversations. If they could be held off till later, do it, because there's a real spotlight on you this week, Sag. So like energy, if you focus on the negative rather than the positive, that will become highlighted instead of the good things for you. So just be mindful how you're interacting with people, and specifically who you are interacting with. And if there's any bad eggs in your circle, just keep them a little bit at arm's length until this week passes at the very least. But overall, you're going to start seeing some really positive results, especially when it comes to creative fields, anything you're creative in, anything that draws attention to your skills and your public image. Okay, fire signs. I'm not sure how long that one was. I went a little bit differently this time. I am so enjoying the house activations that I'm trying to sorry, I put my teeth back in fire signs. Tailor them more specifically, more targeted to your individual sign, because there's just so much going on in the skies, guys. It's very hard to condense it down to like 15-20 minutes. I could make an hour video just on each sign. Honestly, I could. So I'm trying to really get to the details of the most important and most energetically powerful aspects that are going on for each of you, because really we've got the inner planets, we've got the outer planets, all of them are shifting, all of them are influencing each other, and then in turn influencing you in different ways. But there are some elements that come out stronger than others. So that is the goal of the Astrolo-Tea section, is each week, which house do you need to pay most attention to? And I really do find it helpful for me personally in my life. So I am hoping that you find it helpful in yours as well. And for today's Astrolo-Tea was brought to you by the Be Kind mug. Again, this is another mug that's a bowl. Anyone who's watched these before, I'm a fan of the bowl mugs. The problem is it makes the coffee very, very cold because it's such a large surface area. So what I'm going to do when I go into the readings, I think I'm just going to switch to an iced tea. I'm drinking cold coffee anyway, guys. I think we're having an iced coffee day. So I think I might switch that up, go down, make myself a nice iced coffee. You guys go put on the kettle or the, dare I say, microwave. I think some of you use the microwave to make tea. I'm not judging. Okay, whatever it is you do, go grab it. We're going to jump into the readings now, and I will see you over at your timestamp. Hello Aries, welcome to your reading. Today we're doing a past, present and future spread. See what's been going on with you. Okay, whoa, can you show me Aries please? Can we get those back in? Temperance time. You've been healing, loves. Have you been healing? I think so. Or maybe something coming up from Sag season. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's look at your recent past. Can you show me Aries, please? Can you show me Aries? Recent past, please, for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, for your recent past, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Empress. And we have Judgment. Okay, so you made a decision, Aries, to do better, basically. You unlocked your personal power. That's wonderful. The Empress is very productive, so I see you being a busy bee. You look absolutely wonderful. You're managing your resources well. You're making a conscious decision to do this every day. So I don't know what you were like before, Aries, but it's like you're finally getting things done. You're getting things together. You're on a roll. You're seeing results. You're feeling confident. You're feeling great. You're looking all fabulous for your birthday season. Happy birthday, Aries. Okay, let's look at your current energy. Current energy, and of course we will clarify. Of course. Okay, can I see the current energy for Aries, please? Current energy for Aries. Aries, please. Okay, the Six of Swords. Okay, the Four of Swords and the High Priestess. You're ready. You're ready. That's all I can say. You're ready. You're like, right, I'm ready to move on now, or I'm ready to do more now, or I'm ready to take on more now. You've got a hold of life as it is at the moment, and you're creating space. Space is being created for something new. This is happening on a subconscious level first with the High Priestess, a spiritual subconscious level. There's a kind of inner peace coming in, and then you're like, yeah, I'm going to jive with this. And you're moving on towards, let's find out. Can you see the near future, please? The near future. Near future, please, for Aries. What are you moving towards? The Queen of Cups, love, baby. The Six of Cups with another energy. And the Nine of Wands. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Okay, so I don't know if you healed from something in the past. I don't know, Aries. You're not showing me your past. You're showing me your present. This is a very present-focused Aries. You're like, I don't want to talk about the past. It's done. I made my decision on that. I made judgment on that, okay? Good. You're all at peace with what came before. And you're just doing your own thing, looking at your routines, your glowing a little bit there, Aries, with what it is you're doing. You're in a really, really good place. Physically, mentally, emotionally, it seems very, very stable and lovely. And a little focus on coin, okay? So you're just focusing on your day-to-day. Okay, that's fine. When you move into this energy, it's when your energy starts opening up and it looks like it's inviting in a soul connection of some kind. Lots of love in the connection. However, underneath there's a little nervousness there with the Nine of Wands. Now, I think that that's your nervousness entering something new, because over here you're showing me you've been doing fine by yourself. So there's a nervousness, I think, around not the energy you're inviting in, because I see a lot of love here, whoever this is, whether you know them now or not, but you see a nervousness of, well, what if I let them in and it all goes to shit? Everything I've worked for. It won't, Aries. Yeah, look, in the hidden energy, we've got the Three of Swords. Now, hidden energy just means you might be just feeling it, okay? Doesn't mean it's going to happen. So let's clarify, see what's going on, okay? Can you please show me the Nine of Pentacles for Aries in the recent past? The Nine of Pentacles in the recent past, please. And I've been told to go this way with clarifications rather than that way. I don't know why. We'll find out. Okay. Oh, yeah, we've got the Nine of Swords. There's a worry, though. Something's bothering you. Temperance has been bothering you with some time. The Four of Wands around partnership. You've been worrying about partnership for a while. I think I'm looking in at Aries that prefer to stay on their own because it feels safe. And you, by this energy, yeah, it's right. You're doing fabulous. You're doing really nicely by yourself. But there is a concern, and the fact you are concerned about partnership means that a part of you at least desires it. So if you didn't desire it and you weren't inviting it in energetically, then why would you be worrying about it? And I don't know if this is a part. I'm getting more. This is the idea of partnership in general, not a particular partner. Okay, I mean, it might be. But I think it's then, if it is a particular person, they've affected how you feel about partnerships in general. Yeah, we've got the the Queen of Pentacles here, and your current energy, and the Empress again. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is very similar to the Queen of Pentacles. Also, the Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. So I'm looking at Aries on a mission, personally, just for you. I'm seeing a few themes here, Aries, okay? In terms of your career, very future focused. You're building something. Now, you're either building in a sense of you're working hard for that promotion, or you're literally building your own business. And you're saying, like, I'm fine, I'm going to grow in this, and I will protect this with everything I've got. So maybe I can invite a partner in to help me with that. So either a business partner or a romantic partner, you know, to take the weight off that personal part of our lives there, Aries, not necessarily work. But for most of you here, these two are kind of running concurrently. So that it's almost like if you invite an energy into your space, it's going to make you feel bad or down or upset. You're afraid that it might affect your performance at work or something like that. The King of Pentacles, no, they're not. This is a match. This is an absolute match. So it's for those of you looking for a business partner or some kind of financial support in a business endeavor, it is coming in. There's someone here who really wants to invest in what it is that you're doing. They're looking at you, Aries, and saying, I like what I see. For those of you where that's not that, and you are looking for a life partner, there is one coming in the way. You're actually on the path towards them as we speak here in the present energy. Okay, can I look at the Queen of Cups in the near future, please? The Queen of Cups in the near future. Also, the King and Queen of Cups, Pentacles are the marrying King and Queen because they both invest in long term. Okay, whatever this is. Okay. There's the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the Fool and the Two of Swords. This is a new beginning. What I like about this new beginning is it's based in reality, not just on how you feel, but also on what actually happens between you in the 3D. There's no fantasy, there's no projection, I'm not seeing any false promises or anything like that. But the Two of Swords is somebody who keeps their heart close to their chest and is trying not to overthink, or and it's associated with this new beginning with you and whoever this is. There's a chance for something real here, and I know it's new because we've got both the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. It's unusual for a fire sign to show me so many pentacles when associating with another energy, even if it is a business partnership, which I think for many of you this is. Doesn't have to be, but could be. So I think for you, it's the emphasis. If it's not a business partner, there's an emphasis here on the stability and the reality. Someone showing up in reality. So you're looking at what they do, not what they say or how they make you feel. In fact, when it comes to feelings, you're actually placing that second, even though underneath the surface, there is a lot of love here with the Queen of Cups, very compassionate, very familiar, very comfortable, caring and nurturing. I think that's coming from both ways, but it's based on something practical. Okay. Right, let's go to the Empress in your recent past there. Let's look at the Empress. We're going back and forth throughout time. Do you know what? I want a fresh deck for this one, please. The Empress in the recent past. Justice at the bottom of the deck and the hidden energy there. Something right is on its way. I'd say so too. I really would. Sorry, my hair got caught in the cards again. It happens all the time. Okay, can I get the Empress, please? The Empress in the recent past for Aries. The Empress. Ten of Cups. I bet the world. I knew. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Right. Okay. So for some of you, you exited a long-standing connection and entered into a new, almost like a new phase. For some of you, I'm literally seeing maybe you left a partnership that had children, and you are now the caretaker of the children. After that has ended, and then you're the one that manages the resources in the house, and you might have given up some material stability in exchange for emotional stability. Now that applies to all Aries, regardless of what your specific situation is. That about leaving a marital home and then single parenting is for a specific subset of you that I saw quite clearly there in the cards. But overall, for all of the Aries collective that are resonating with this reading, essentially, you gave up some kind of material stability or familiarity for emotional freedoms and emotional clarity and emotional calm. You're like, yeah, my life is different now. It looks different, but it feels a lot better. And that's why you're able to be more productive. So now you're worried if you bring in another partnership, it might bring down your productivity that you've been feeling so far. Well, let's find out, Aries. It's a legitimate concern. Okay, can I get the Four of Swords in the present energy, please? The Four of Swords in the present energy. The Four of Swords in the present energy, please. The Four of Swords. The Seven of Swords. The Ten of Wands. And the Eight of Pentacles. This is in your current energy. You've still got some sticky residue from this past situation, though. It's very small, so I am not worried about it. But I think that's also feeding from and also feeding your fear of partnerships. You're working on it, though. That's the good news. Eight of Pentacles working. 10 of Wands, something difficult to do with deception. I see this all being mostly fear-based and in theory rather than in reality. But you are working on it in reality. And you're telling me it's hard. Sometimes it can be confusing sometimes because you don't know, am I being deceived? Is this real? Is this kind of like that? But you're like, no, you're trying to stay really grounded and very, very present with what it is that you're doing. You are doing something as well. There is hard work and planning involved in this, and that's rather your spiritual or emotional development plus on the outside as well. Things are happening. You're staying busy. You're staying productive, but you're keeping a watchful eye for anything that might disrupt your flow. Okay, right, the Six of Cups in the near future, please. Can I see the Six of Cups in the near future? The Six of Cups in the near future, please. The Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and Death. Whoa, huge transformations coming in. This is a difficult energy. It's something that you want. The Queen of Wands is here. It's like you're saying, I want to change. I want this done. I want it over with. I think you're referring here to the residual energies. It is relating to a soul bond, but this soul bond is placed in the future. So I don't think it's a soul bond you just left behind. I'm not seeing any returning energies here. Well, we'll go into that Nine of Wands to clarify that, but I'm not seeing returning energies. Instead, I'm seeing a huge transformation. Almost one door closes as another one opens. It's like you're still dealing with the aftermath of this while another connection is opening to you. And it triggers, you get what you want, and then it triggers a transformation. The Ten of Swords, something's definitely done. But then you open up like a flower, my loves, the Queen of Wands, and that's your queen. You start feeling yourself again, and that's the transformation. But it is triggered upon interacting with another soul energy in your future. Okay, the Nine of Wands there, please. These three, okay. We've got the Knight of Wands, okay, yeah. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Swords. Right, so do you know how we were talking earlier? We've got Two of Swords here and here. Now the Two of Swords, you keeping those emotions buried down. For some reason, you're unable to harness this transformative energy that is supposed to bring you back to yourself, but for some reason you cannot latch on to it. But because you are suppressing emotions. See, when we suppress emotions, we suppress both of them, the good ones and the bad ones. If we're not letting anything through. If you're like, I don't want to feel, because I don't want to feel that specific bad thing, it also stops you feeling the good things as well, because you're just numbing everything out. And I think I'm looking at an Aries that's numbing stuff out. Oh, I've gone down the line a little bit weird here, but that's fine. I just really wanted to know what was under this Nine of Wands. We'll get another deck and do the others. Now, this is coming forwards towards you. I should have done that last. Sorry, Aries. But you know what? Sometimes the cards just flow how they wanted to flow, and they wanted to show me that first. Okay, I want to go to Judgment in the recent past. This might shine a little bit of light on what is going on with you, Aries, because I'm seeing you almost between a rock and a hard place. You want to open up. You desperately want to open up, but something's not allowing you to do it. That energy of go get them, the passion, the fire, the drive is right there. And there was something triggering the change to bring you into yourself, but you aren't grasping it. All right, can I get the Judgment in the recent past, please? Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse. Death, yeah, and Justice. This energy that's crossing you here that's going to bring you back to yourself, there was a time it was going to open up to you in the past, but you were way, way, way too distracted to take advantage of it. So it's going back around again. Now this is in the form of a person, I believe. for most of you, or it could just be how you connect to people in general, but I see an actual person or soul bond in the future helping you trigger this. This energy that was supposed to bring you back to yourself was supposed to bring, it came for you in the past. A chance to straighten it out, a chance for change, but it meant dropping a whole load of stuff, which at the time I don't think you were ready to drop. But I think you're ready now. Okay, the High Priestess, please. The High Priestess in the Corona energy. The Hermit in reverse. Okay, interesting. The Magician in reverse. And the Four of Cups in reverse. We're not reversed. That's a lot of reversals for present energy. You are really resisting something here. It's like, it's almost like, let's say you break your arm and your arm's in a cast and your arm heals perfectly. And the doctor says, right now it's time to take off the cast. And you're like, no, I don't want to take off the cast. The cast is comfortable. I don't want to take it off. I'm not taking it off. Because you're afraid you might break your arm again. It's like that. Or you're remembering the pain of the last break. Or you're the only one in the room convinced your arm's not healed yet. You're like, it's not healed yet. It's too sensitive. I can't do it. It's not healed yet. It's not healed. It's not healed. I can't do this. I can't do it. No, it's not right. It's not time. It's not time. That's almost what this is like, but for your emotions. So I think there's a little aspect still left over, a remnant and a relic from something that happened in your past that is withholding this, your ability to step into your true power there and then bring in what it is that you want. However, there's a very triggering energy coming your way in the future. It triggers this whole cycle and it has the potential to burst you wide open. But if you stay closed under the Nine of Wands here, you'll miss it again. It came through before, you'll miss it again. But for different reasons this time. Last time you couldn't embrace it because you weren't ready. This time you're unable to brace it because you're not allowing your feelings to come through to the surface. Okay, right. Can we get some universal advice? You have support though in the hidden energy, the Three of Cups. That would be spiritual support or friends, family, someone like that. You're not on your own, Aries. None of us ever are. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Aries, please? Universal advice for Aries. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Wands. I knew it. I knew there was a new energy coming in. So there is another energy coming in for you that's going to want you to open, and it's up to you whether or not you do. It's going to ask you, and energetically ask you to open. Can you open for me? Have you healed enough? Can you open for me? And it's going to be, the universe is just saying, it's your decision, Aries. Can you? It's based on your healing journey and how far you have come. But this new energy, Ace of Cups, this is a brand new emotional beginning, opens up and you have a choice to make, a decision to make. The Two of Wands in this case is literally decision. I don't know if you can read that. Okay. So just to give you a little heads up, that will be probably coming for you this week or next week. It's very, very close, Aries. But yeah, you'll see how far you've healed and how far you've come. This could go either way. Either you open up to it, it's a little bit scary, it is. It means officially shutting the door on something in the past and actually starting your transformation, which steps you into your true power. And this is just a trigger. Your true power comes from you, not from this other energy, just to make that clear. This is just a trigger, okay? Or you're going to fail. You fail to harness it. Not fail. There's no right or wrong. You'll fail to harness that energy because you're suppressing it down. It's up to you, Aries. It's entirely up to you. You're the creator of your own experience. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. It really helps a girl out. If you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then check the description box below. And with that, Aries, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Hi Leo, and welcome to your reading. Today we are doing a past, present, future to see what you're leaving behind, where you're currently at and where you are going. Can you show me Leo, please? Oh, we've got a rogue card, Leo. I saw it, a rogue card. What have we got for you today? The Ten of Wands. Okay, something a little bit difficult, maybe. Let's see. We've got the moon in the hidden energy. Okay, don't worry. We'll get underneath that moon. Can you show me Leo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One more shuffle, please. I was not happy with that. Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Leo, let's go. Let's see what's coming. Can you show me Leo, please? Can you show me Leo? Can you show me Leo, please? Okay, in the recent past, we got the Emperor tonight. Okay, the Page of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So there's an unstable situation here, at least there was. This is your recent past. You tried to love your way out of it and it worked. I don't know what that means, Leo. It's almost like you were like, yeah, I know this is unstable. Yeah, don't worry. It'll sort itself out. Just check in on it now and again. In the meantime, take care of other business. You like giving it little bits of love to keep it from imploding, but you seem kind of unbothered by that. It doesn't bother you. You're like, yeah, I know this is unstable. Yes, I know I'm feeding into it. Just give it a little bit more of myself at a time. But you're only giving it like 10% of yourself. The other 90% is very present and taking care of business and sure of itself and confident and nice. But when it comes to this aspect of your life, whatever this is, you're just giving it little bits. Now, I don't know if you're feeding into the instability or your little bit of effort is making it a little bit more stable, but we will see as we go along. Okay, let's go to the present energy, please. The present energy. The present energy, please. Can you show me the present energy for Leo? The present energy. Present energy for Leo. Six of Cups. Okay, there is a connection here. The Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Now, I don't know if that's you or them, but there's a soul connection in your current energy that it should have been over with, but it's not. It's like you're both clinging on, or at least one of you is clinging on for dear life to whatever this is. Is that what you keep spoon feeding, Leo? Just to keep it going, even though I don't really see you getting anything out of it. It's almost like you're like, I'm used to this. You're like, yeah, this should have ended years ago, but we're just going to carry on. Okay, suit yourself. All right, in the near future, please. The near future for Leo. The near future for Leo, please. The near future for Leo. The Seven of Swords. Well, that doesn't surprise me. The Devil really does not surprise me. Okay, I think it's lecture time, Leo. I don't mean to. But for your highest and greatest good, I've got to say something. And the Nine of Pentacles. You're just walking into a pit of fire here, Leo. What are you doing? Why do you keep feeding this? This is not good. Seven of Swords, the Devil, the Knight of Pentacles. Slow, steady progress into chaos. Why? And it's almost like you know that's where you're going. Do you know if that was the Knight of Swords that was going in fast? I'm like, okay, that happens. Sometimes we rush into situations and we get a bit blindsided. But no, this almost looks like this is part of the plan. Why? I'm going to find out, Leo. I don't know what's going on here. You're going to have to tell me. Okay. Let's clarify your Emperor in the recent past. Clarify your Emperor, please. Let's clarify your Emperor. The Emperor, please. The Emperor. The Emperor, please. We've got the Sun. The King of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. You're like, because it's fun and it feels nice. Okay, well, fair enough. Can't argue with that, Leo. There is something dawning on you, though. Page of Pentacles. So, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it feels nice. Something in the background is going, but maybe. Maybe. You're learning something. But it's almost like you're just like, but it just feels too good. But there's a little asterisk that leads to a footnote at the bottom of the page that's writing something different. You're like, a little niggle. Like, yeah, it's good now, but it's going to stay that way. I don't know. Okay, I'm going this way today rather than down, by the way. I was called to do that when we first opened the readings. Okay, let's look at the Six of Cups in the current situation, please. We've got the Devil. Yes, this is not a healthy attachment, Leo. The Two of Cups and the Three of Swords. This is someone who perpetually breaks your heart or you theirs, I don't know, but it's never good. It's almost like it's one of those connections where it's like when it's good, it's really, really good. When it's bad, it's really, really bad. I think part of you is kind of going, yeah, maybe it's not healthy. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this, but it's so addictive. The highs and the lows. Yeah, I get it, Leo. It's going to be quite intoxicating, but it's ultimately not sustainable. Okay, in the near future, please, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, please. The Seven of Swords. It's almost like, as well, this person, I'm going to be very specific here, when this person does something wrong, they show up with like a tiny little morsel to make up for it, and you perceive that little morsel to be like a feast. But you're perceiving it that way, Leo, because you're constantly feasting on breadcrumbs. Justice, okay. The Magician, right. The Empress, okay. Well, the big boys are coming into town, Leo, to shake some things up for you. You've got 3 major arcana here under a Seven of Swords. There's something fishy going on here, Leo. All right. Now, the Seven of Swords under Justice, the Magician, and the Empress means that there is a lot of positive energy here. I think you can see in the potential, but it's not being unlocked for some reason. This person or you is doing something else. This seems like a very counter energy to the Seven of Swords, if I'm honest with you. Something else is going on here. This is very confusing. Is it part of the plan or something? I'm talking to your higher selves now. It's almost like something's going to come in and course correct this and put you back on your path. However, it hasn't come in yet, and when it does come in, it's going to be very deceptive. It's not going to feel like that at all. It's going to feel the opposite. It's going to feel the opposite. So maybe, you know, they end it with you and you feel like it's the end of the world. But then when you look back in the future, you look back and you're like, wow, thank God. Because, you know, if I'd stayed with them, I wouldn't be a superstar right now. Because these are very powerful arcanas coming out for you. Extremely. 3 arcanas, 3 major arcanas. To do with balancing of karma and manifestation. But it comes under a Seven of Swords. Something you do not expect. Something very deceptive. It looks bad, but it's probably the best thing that ever happens to you. Okay, let's go back into that recent past. Let's look at that Page of Cups. I want to see what you're feeding into this. Now, could I see the Page of Cups, please, in the recent past for Leo? The Page of Cups in the recent past for Leo, please. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, I bet. The Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles. Oh, dear, dear, dear. There is a commitment here. It's like you're telling me I'm committed to that which is lower than myself. Why you do that, I don't know. Only a self-confidence issue. You don't realise how good you actually are, Leo. So you're actually feeding into energies that are lower vibe than you. Now, I don't mean to offend anybody. I don't mean to offend a cross-watcher if you are here. But I'm just seeing Nine of Pentacles. Your self-management, self-restraint is great. And you're showing me you're managing yourself here. Now, why do you need to manage yourself in a connection? Usually when the other connection is constantly triggering you and you're having to manage yourself around that. Okay. At the Hierophant, it is some kind of commitment. Could be a legally binding commitment you have with this person. Five of Pentacles, they're not holding up their end of the bargain. If you had a contract or agreement with this person, they're not holding up their end of the bargain and you're having to do the lion's share. And you're holding yourself back from saying something. You're like, I got this, I'm fine. Joe Ross from Friends, when he's like, I'm fine. And you're like, you're not fine. You're not fine. This is exhausting. You can't maintain this. That's why you're at Page of Cups. I think you're just drip feeding what you can now. I think that this person has sucked your well dry, whatever you were giving to them, Leo. And I know some of your minds went there, mine did too. Okay, right, the Four of Pentacles in the near future, sorry, in the current energy. The Four of Pentacles, please. The Four of Pentacles in the current energy. Why are you hanging on to this when it's really not serving you? 10 of Cups, yes you will. Don't talk like that. 10 of Cups reversed. But what if this is my dream come true? What if I don't have anything else out there for me? Oh, Leo, the Ace of Wands, yes. Yeah, but you already know that you do, but you tell yourself that you don't. Oh, God, this is so sad. This is a shame. Buried in there somewhere, Leo, is your true spirit and essence, the Ace of Wands. And when you tap into that, you have so much love and compassion for yourself and for others. However, you tell yourself that there's not more than this, there's no more than this. You know you're unhappy in this situation. You hang on to it because you don't think there's something else, or you don't believe you deserve more. But you do, and it's there. And you have moments where you do tap into that energy, where you feel more aligned. Your confidence peaks and lifts, and then when you do, you connect to your heart space. It's really nice energy. It's wonderful, but something here that is dragging you down. A Ten of Cups reversed. A Ten of Cups is our happiness with others, and this is both. There's other energies that are making you unhappy at home, either in your family, or a particular energy you're building your family with, or intend to, or have built with. But when you're on your own, away from this, you're great. But when you step into that environment, it's not good. It's not good. It's so not good that you can't really see the wood for the trees here, Leo. And you're like almost accepting of this situation because you think you can't get anyone else, or there isn't anywhere else, or isn't anywhere else, or there's no other collective of people who will love you like at all because of this family. It's something like that. Right, the devil, please, in the near future. The devil in the near future, please. The devil in the near future for Leo, please. The devil in the near future. The King of Swords, okay. The Chariot, whoa, okay. The Five of Cups, I know. Right. Someone detaches from this eventually. Something's said, there's a conversation. King of Swords, detachment. Somebody's very direct and clear about something regarding movement. Now that is energetic or physical movement. The Chariot. And it ends up upsetting you. Now, either you decide to move away from this energy and you're sad for doing that because you go through a grieving process, makes sense, or they move away and them leaving makes you sad. Either way, the energies begin to split away. The cord is cut. Energies drift apart. And it's in sadness, regret. You're very attached to this, even though it's not healthy for you. You're very attached to it, so it's still going to cause sadness, even if it's not good for you. And it exits. That's that thing that's coming in, like we said. Something seems very deceptive, but it's actually very good. You don't see it that way when it comes in. You see it as the worst thing ever, but it actually turns out to be the best thing that ever happened to you. The Knight of Pentacles, please. The Knight of Pentacles. Can I see the Knight of Pentacles, please, for Leo? Page of Wands. The Eight of Cups, yeah, there's the emotional detachment, and the Seven of Pentacles. Slowly, you open up to the idea of it over time, but that's it for a while. There's a new journey ahead of you, Leo. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to be a tough one. It involves investing in emotional detachment. Investing in time, moving away from whatever this is, because it's just not good for you. It's not good for you. I see it right there. Okay, I want to go to this Two of Pentacles. I want to see the nature of this, please. What is the nature of this instability, please? Or the connection? Who's on the other end of this? Two of Pentacles, please. What caused this? What happened? I need some context. Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, please. Two of Pentacles, please. For Leo. This one. Okay. The King of Swords in reverse. We're not reversed. Now, do you remember when I said something should have closed out but did not? This is back when it should have closed out, and then here is when it actually does. Marked by the King of Swords. The Lovers, yeah. And the Devil, yeah. Yeah. Do I need to say more than that, Leo? This connection should have closed a while ago. You've been hanging on to it. One of you's been hanging on to it far too long. Now, those of you who've been here before, I talk about this a lot. We can either close cycles ourselves. It's painful and it's difficult. Or if we resist the closing of cycles, the universe usually comes in and closes it for us. And it's usually a lot more painful, a lot more sudden, a lot harder to heal, because the universe charges interest for its services. And it's to realign you on your truer path here of manifestation. But again, at the time, you don't feel that at all. Right, let's go into the ending itself. I see here the Ten of Swords, the ending that was supposed to happen but didn't. It's been pushed forwards into the future here. Okay. Right. It was something that wasn't said, something wasn't placed, something wasn't dealt with. For fear it would end the connection, and you were right, it would have ended the connection. But it's coming up in the future, and it will end the connection. Or at least drift apart. Now, I'm not seeing the world, but we are seeing the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is more of it is more of an ending even than the world, even though the world is the ending of a cycle, because a cycle can end, but the connection remains. Ten of Swords is something very, very different to that. Okay, can I get the Ten of Swords, please? Can I get the Ten of Swords for Leo? The Ten of Swords. The Three of Cups. The Six of Wands in reverse. There we go. There's the world. There we go. We got it. Yeah, you didn't want to end it. You wanted to try and carry on. Everything's fine. We can repair this. We have good times. There's still good times. The good times can come back again. I think you tried and failed to bring the good times back around. They didn't want to come back around because they weren't supposed to come back around here. You had the good times. The good times served their purpose, whatever that was. And there was a time for you to go marching into a new beginning to end it. You have known for a long time you've needed to end this. This is needed to end. But you haven't been doing it for various reasons. This time you're telling me I'm not brave enough. I want the good times to keep rolling. This time you told me I'm not going to speak my truth. There's been various times. Over here you're telling me you're not ending it because you got this. You've got enough resources for the both of you. Both of you, you know. You've given me a couple of reasons why you did not end this. But the clock's ticking on this. Something happens where you're like, you can't help but end this now. Or the other person, the other energy does. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Leo, please? Universal advice for Leo. But I just want to, before we close, I just want to draw attention back to here, the Seven of Swords in your near future. Deception. Something deceptive happens. Now you're associating and energetically, I've got this straight away, Leo. Something you perceive as to be negative, but look, you've got Justice, you've got the Magician, and you've got the friggin' High Priestess. They're backing up this whole process. You can't get more powerful than that. What happens after this cycle is going to be absolutely magnificent for you. You are going on a healing journey, yes. It is going to be hard, yes. The rewards will be big, though. Big. Okay. Can I get some universal advice? Yeah, the Ace of Stones. There's an opportunity in this. The moon, you can't see it, though, because it's under the moon. The world tree, the world, yeah. You have no idea what you're walking into. It's going to seem very scary, daunting, and painful for you. But on the other side of it is something wonderful that you cannot see yet. The cards just keep pointing. Leo, go that way. Choose door number 2. Because at the moment, the room you're standing in is on fire. There's one exit. Are you going to take it here? That is the question. It's not going to be any worse than where you're currently standing. We know that much. Okay? Painful to walk through the fire and open that door. But if you do it, the rewards will be massive. Okay, Leo, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Aries Tarot. And if you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then check the description box below. And with that, Leo, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next one, take care. Hi Saggy, and welcome to your reading. Today we are doing past, present, future to see what's going on with you, or what was going on with you, what's going on with you now, what's coming ahead. So can I please see Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, please, my Saggies. See what's coming for you. Okay, Sagittarius, please. Can you show me Sagittarius? Sagittarius, please. Can you show me Saggy? Okay, in the recent past, we have the Chariot in reverse. You're like, I ain't going nowhere. The Three of Cups and the Tower. Oh, interesting, Sag. So something happened, shook you up a bit. There were people around you that helped you. You wanted to move forward, but you've had to stop. I don't know why. I don't know if you stopped because you want to hang out with these people a bit longer, or you're helping clean up the mess. I know you're just saying, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. You're in a bit of a disaster area, but the people around in the area are so good that you kind of want to chill there for a bit. Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, you might also not be on the same page with some people, so we'll see about that too. About how to proceed in fixing an issue. There's that too. But there's a lot of love there, and everyone's trying to do their best. In the present energy, we've got the Two of Swords reversed, the Hermit, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, that's what it is. So you see a way out of this mess, whatever it is. The other energies are great. You're not leaving them behind, but they're not really agreeing with that course of direction. They're like, no, I want to go this way. And you're like, no, but I really thought about it. And you have. You thought about it, and you're expressing your feelings and your thoughts, which is very nice. Regarding growth, Knight of Pentacles. I know you thought about it because you're in the Hermit. It's almost like you had a toolbox full of solutions, and you were like, I've been saving this solution for just this moment. It's perfect. And the other energy goes, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. But they're not leaving, they're not stomping away, they're not doing anything like that. It's like you're trying to figure it out together, which is nice. Okay, in the near future, please. In the near future. In the near future, please. In the near future. The Six of Swords. Okay, something gets moving. The Hanged Man and Death. Okay, something changes. And it gets you out this rut and you start moving. Now, I don't know if you're moving with this energy or without them. It seems like with them. Because we've got almost two cards of transformation here. If we look at Death and the Hangman. Death is a transformation and the Hangman is a change of perspective. So that could be someone changes, which changes someone else's mind. Could be one person changing and changing their mind. I don't know. We will clarify and find out. Because you don't seem to be arguing with this person. It just seems to be like, no, I want to go left, you want to go right, that sort of thing, you know. There's Six of Swords. You're moving on. You're moving off. Okay, it's going to calm down. Things will calm down. That's good. Right, let's go to the Chariot in reverse, please. Let's get the Chariot in reverse, please. There's a Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse, please. The Chariot in reverse. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Justice, Judgment, and the Moon. Yeah, this is confusing, man. You're trying to make a decision based on not all the information. And that's what's causing the conflict. It's like both of you are partially informed about what the other is thinking or feeling. So you're making a decision based on that, and that's why you're not agreeing. It's like almost like, I'm trying to think of an example of it. When does this happen? So let's say you are going to dinner with somebody and you, for some reason, think they don't like roast beef. And they think you don't like roast beef, but you actually both like roast beef, right? So when you come to making a choice on what restaurant to go to, you're both avoiding restaurants that serve roast beef, thinking that you're helping the other person, but you're not. It's just making it confusing, and you're choosing restaurants that neither of you really want to go to because you both think you're doing what's best for the other one. But there's a miscommunication here. Either you or them or both, either you, them or both of you are not giving each other the full picture of what's happening. So that's why the decisions you're making aren't working. Because nobody's really happy. When you're both trying to appease each other like that, no one's really happy. Because nobody's saying their full truth. Okay, let's get the Two of Swords in reverse. I think you do it here though. Okay, the Two of Swords in reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Okay, good. The King of Wands, nice. And then the Six of Cups. Yeah. You two got this. So at some point, the light switches on for both of you. Someone here is honest. And when they are honest, it opens up the floodgates of honesty on both sides. This is my true nature. This is my true nature. This is how we work together or can work together. The King of Wands, leadership, passion, fire, drive, energy. The Queen of Cups, compassion, love, forgiveness, kindness, patience. Either you're one of them and they're the other, or you both combine these and it strengthens the connection together. Basically, these are two people seeing each other for who they are, where their limitations are, but then also where their empowerment is. and trying to work with it and try and work together. There's a strong emotional bond that underpins this connection for you as well, whoever or whatever this is. Okay, can I get the Six of Swords, please? I knew you weren't leaving them behind. There we go, the Page of Cups, the Lovers, yeah, and then the Seven of Swords, yeah. Then you start actually putting a plan in place that you can work with. Seven of Swords is not always deception, it's planning, strategy, and it's based off of you having this deeper understanding of each other. Some apologies might be back and forth, that's the Page of Cups, but also you just kind of get an idea like, okay, let's try it this way, this might work, let's give it a go. And things do calm down once you do that, which is really nice. Okay, good. Right, let's go to our Three of Cups in the recent past. See the nature of this. The nature of this. Okay, the Three of Cups in the recent past, please. The Three of Cups in the recent past. The Three of Cups in the recent past. The Three of Cups. The Four of Pentacles, I knew that. The Seven of Cups, yeah, there's just confusion between you and the Moon. Yeah, the Moon, the Seven of Cups, they are the strongest cards we have in Tarot that are associated with illusions. Hidden messages and hidden meanings and hidden feelings and hidden emotions and confusion and illusion. Then the Four of Pentacles, that's what's been keeping you stuck. Four of Pentacles is a stuck energy. That's what's been keeping you stuck. Not both of you have been honest and forthcoming about how you feel or what your needs are. This is particularly lined with emotions. Could be about other things, but emotions runs through this, for sure. Okay, let's look at the Hermit. You've been working on it, though, internally with yourself, but also in the connection. So let's look at the Hermit, please. Let's look at the Hermit, please, for Saggy, the Hermit. The Knight of Swords. You're trying to get to the bottom of your own personal truth. The Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Good. You offload onto them something that you've been keeping in. Yeah. Or you almost blurt it out. You're like, oh, I can't hold this back anymore. Very focused, very particular. But as soon as you do, you go, oh, it feels good to say that. It's like the burden is shared. I don't see you offloading in an unhealthy way. This is a healthy way. Kind of. I know it's healthy because it's under the Hermit. I think it's something that you've struggled to communicate before. Maybe you've held it back. And then it kind of spills over, but it's actually good. I'm not saying it done aggressively. It's just like, oh, here you go. I can't carry this anymore. Please help me. Carry some of it for me. Because you're building together, so that's only fair. When you're building or co-creating something with someone, it shouldn't just be the one person carrying all this mental and emotional load, right? You need to share that. So you put some of that on them. In a healthy way, or they to you. All right, can I get the Hanged Man, please, in the near future? This is when something changes here. A new perspective is the Hanged Man. The Two of Wands, okay, yes, I see that. Crossroads, the Queen of Pentacles, nice. And then the Two of Swords, yeah. Someone's still a little bit cut off, if I'm honest with you, from their own emotions. It's like they take on board what you're saying. They're like, right, okay, we can work with this. But they're like a little bit... They do open up, I can see it here, but they're a bit slower to do it. You're a little bit faster, they're a little bit slower. They get there eventually though. The important thing is they want to put in the work, the Queen of Pentacles. They recognise it as self-care. Either way, you know, they're not running away from this and shutting the door behind them, no. But neither are they then spilling their own tea all of a sudden. They hold it back. I'm sensing a little bit till later. Yeah, the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck here. The Love's here. But it's now time for, okay, we've got to take care of each other now. How are we going to do that? And someone is still holding back a little bit of their needs. But they think they're doing it for the betterment of the other person. Again, we're going back to this energy of I'm going to try and predict what it is that you want and act that way instead of actually asking you. One of you still doing that. I don't think it's you though. I think you're the one who goes, here you go, here's what I need. Okay, the Tower, please. The Tower in the recent past. What was this? What happened? Tell me all about it. We're going to talk about it. Okay, the Tower, please, in the recent past. What's that? The Two of Pentacles, there's some instability there, yeah, granted. The Four of Swords and Pentacles. Oh, I like that. Okay, so you're not showing me specifically what happened. You're just showing me there was an element that was unstable. However, as soon as the instability arrived, or the Tower moment arrived, you were like, do you know what? We're ready for this. We were prepared. Or you were prepared at least. There is an agreement here, an alignment. You were kind of quiet about it though. I don't think you were sharing much outside of your circles about this issue. But you were like, no, I've got a plan. I've got a plan. I know how to deal with this. And then Two of Pentacles, and the after Tarot deck, Two of Pentacles is somebody actually trying to stabilize out, like kind of almost leaning into the instability and going, right, okay, if this instability is here, how can we use this to our best advantage? How can we make sure we align with this energy? Almost like you will sail through the rough seas without trying to bulk against it, which sometimes is a good method. So if you're in rough waters, it's almost like you're like, do you know what? Let's just see where these rough waters take us. Let's try not to fight against it. But that's almost like your plan. Just let us be swept away. Just to be fair, that's going with the flow. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty neat, Sag. Okay, can I get the Knight of Pentacles, please? Okay, we've got the Fool in reverse, the Queen of Swords, and then the Empress in reverse. Oh, there was a missed opportunity here. It's in your current energy, though, Knight of Pentacles. There is a missed opportunity here. It's to do with the one person who's not speaking out about what their needs and how they feel things are going. It's slowing down the productivity of the connection. Yeah, because they're doing different things because they're not informed. I don't think they think that there's not even a chance to do that, as in just say what you need and it will be fine, it'll be given to you. It's almost like whoever this is doesn't believe that's even an option, which is kind of weird. They're like, I know what is needed here, but I'm not going to ask anyone about it. I'm just going to guess. Okay, well, go ahead then. I think that's more the cross-watcher's energy, not yours. I mean, their intention is so good, right? Their intention is really, really good. And I don't see it causing a huge amount of harm. I think because you're more of the taking the leadership role, Saggy, as in to say, just roll with it, just go with it, it's fine. But they're saying they're suppressing something. I think they don't want to upset you, or they don't want to put on you in some way. That's where it's coming from. It's coming from caring for you. But if they were honest, it would actually make the road ahead a lot easier for you. Yeah, because I have a feeling there might be, it might result in a bit of a conflict down the road if suppressed. All feelings, if suppressed, come out sideways, and that's what you don't want. But this person thinks they're doing the right thing. Right, death, please. Death in the near future. That's about to change, though, I believe. Death in the near future. Can I have a look at that, please? Oh, okay, Three of Pentacles, good. Okay, the Four of Wands reversed, and death again. Oh, they get so close. So close. Someone around you, it could be you, Leo. Roll reverse these as you see fit. Someone in your energy thinks that by doing this, they're just reinforcing this idea that if they're truly honest, it will ruin the connection. But I'm not seeing them doing anything deceptive. I'd pick it up. It looks like they're being productive, they are present, they're willing, but they're like, it's like a self-sacrificial kind of energy. Like, I'll sacrifice myself for the greater good, but the thing is, it's not working. It doesn't work like that. There's a resistance to this death, of fully going on to this transformation process. At one point, they lock into it, so I think you get they get a little bit forthcoming, then they revert back to what they were doing before. They dip a toe in, and then they decide, no, that's too hard, I feel too vulnerable or whatever. They dip the toe back out, they pull the toe back out. It's like they're not committing to change within themselves, which will ultimately change the connection for the better. They're like, no, don't mind me. It's very bizarre. Okay. I'm not one to judge though, Sag, but I guess it's easy for me to say because I can see the energies here. When you're in it, it's not easy. When you're in it, it's not easy at all. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Saggy, please? Universal advice. This is also a little bit of a warning. If this person doesn't come forward, it's just going to make you drift further apart. And it'll be a different kind of death. It's like you've got two transformational Two paths opening up, both result in a transformation of some kind. However, these are two separate transformations. This one is a transformation overall that could potentially lead into the Hanged Man, which is a change of perspective. Things get back on track. Everything's grand and wonderful. There is an alternative path opening up, like I'm seeing an alternate reality here. If this person doesn't take that opportunity to open up, doesn't commit to that path, that's Four of Wands in reverse. Three of Pentacles is working with others. Then it goes on a different transformational path, but I'm not seeing where that would lead. Okay, can I get some universal advice, please, for Saggy? The Lovers. Okay, the Lovers is here again. The Knight of Swords and the Four of Arrows. What? It's like you're like, go, 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 stop. There's this pause coming, by the way. I don't know what causes it. I don't know why. The universe just wants you to know. So we've got the Lovers here, that's you too. Now, it doesn't mean you're actual lovers, although strongly can be. Could be business partner, could be family, could be anybody. Knight of Swords, you keep on keeping on with whoever this is, and then something forces you to stop. That's all the universe is giving me. It's stop for a good reason. Rest. It's like a pit stop. It's a pause. Rather than a full stop. It's a pause. Pause to rest, pause to evaluate, and I think it might be when this person finally catches up with you and starts expressing their needs. And then it changes things, but I see it changing much for the better. You see you carrying on together regardless, but there is a change coming down the line, which gives you cause for pause. Anyway, Saggy, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Aries Tarot. And if you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then check the description box below for my links. And with that, Saggy, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care.